Hey folks, Alan back with what I'm going to hope is going to be a quick video. In the past, I've done videos on old game catalogs, old Christmas catalogs, and this just happened to arrive in the door. It's a Smyths catalog, which is the holiday catalog effectively, and it does have some gaming stuff. As we see on the back cover, we got the Switch 2. So I said, why not take a little look through and see if I was a youth today and I was looking for my gaming fix, what would I be looking at? What am I looking for the holidays? And the first thing that came to mind was the gaming section is called Gaming and Teentronics. What on earth are Teentronics? Maybe I don't want to know. Anyway, let's jump to what page did it say? 316, something like that. So this is going to be very amateur hour in terms of video production, but however, we'll go with it. So the first thing in our gaming section is a whole bunch of paraphernalia. That seems to be the way of the world. I say that, but of course, some of this stuff is actually of interest to me at least. You know, I think these things are cute. They kind of like gaming lights and stuff. And I have a Mario version of that kind of like controller holder. Although I do wonder just how much people are. Sorry, the light is shining on this. Maybe if I move this over, it might be a little bit better. No, yeah, I wonder how much people are really buying of all these things. GameStop is full of them. But if we move forward, we get onto a bunch of accessory racing wheels. Always kind of liked the idea of that, but never actually got one. Find it weird that there's some Garmin stuff, and I guess this is the Teentronics. Some gaming PCs. Surprised that Smyths are doing that. Gaming chairs, less surprised. Voucher cards. This is almost like the gaming section I suspect that the future will hold when it's all digital. But did I jump some there? 20, I did. No, I could have jumped it. It was just headphones. Headphones are boring. Well, they're not. They're sometimes useful. But now we're starting to get into a little bit more. What are the accessories that we got? A bunch of Switch 2 cases, the Hori camera, these fairly pointless little wheels. I actually got this, I think, with my Switch 2. It's an okay case. It does the job, but not great. That does look nicer, to be fair. On the PlayStation side, usual stuff. Holders, controllers, that type of stuff. MetaQuest. I'm surprised that's in the catalogue too, but it's, still somewhat popular. And I suppose at the price point, I can sort of see why. Gaming is not getting cheaper, so when you see those type of price points, it's definitely appealing to some. This is a very 18s focused page, which is interesting in a youth orientated catalog. So PlayStation 5, what do we got? Ghost of Yotei, Astrobot, Big Gun Stretch Running 2. Yeah, a lot of recent releases there, and some of the more classic hits. Of course, it'll be a big seller, no doubt. Xbox, I'm kind of surprised they even have a section. This seems very digital now and almost like pointless. FC26, well, of course, that's going to be one of the big games every year in Europe. Switch 2, we have Farming Simulator, Star Wars Outlaws, Hogwarts Legacy, and Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk being the only actual keycard release, so that gives a big thumbs up from me. Switch 1 games, typical youth fare. On this side, though, now this is hilarious. Max Tech kits for Switch. And you have this dual pistol. Why are they ducks? What the hell? I know we have duck hunt and stuff, but the ducks aren't guns. Like, I mean, these are kind of pseudo pistols, fair enough. But ducks, I mean, that's the best thing in the catalog. He's even winking. I mean, come on. The rest can you can take it or leave it. These are all key code ones, hence the 2 for 25, including the Mario and Rabbids ones, which is disappointing. Is that it? Wow, we're very slim pickings. Then we just have some what are probably god awful Christmas games, the Grinch and Christmas Heroes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. I did notice from a quick cursory glance, I don't know if I'll find them now, there were a few more like gaming paraphernalia stuff through the catalogue. I probably won't find it single-handedly trying to do this. But like in some of these kind of like board game sections, you get all the licensed stuff that has now cropped up, which is way more than when I was a kid, where the gaming section was just the gaming section. No, I'm not going to find it now. Oh, actually, there was stuff in Lego, wasn't there? Actually, that Lego Batman is pretty cool if you're into the 60s stuff. This, yes, so there we have like that's actually good value for Lego. The Game Boy, expensive, but the Nintendo stuff's always good. So you got like Fortnite and so there's bits of like gaming stuff throughout, which is just shows you how gaming has gone almost shifted where in terms of the games themselves, they're more digital. You don't find those in these catalogs, but you do find the paraphernalia surrounding it and the merchandise surrounding it in these catalogs. But anyway, that's a quick look through the Smyths 2025 kind of holiday, buying catalog with all the game stuff. Just a rambly video. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon. A super quick addendum. I somehow missed the Switch section. I don't know how I did that. But anyway, we got the Switch 2 is taking center stage. Pokemon out on the 16th. And most interestingly, out winter 2025 Metroid Prime. I'm recording this before the September Nintendo Direct, so I'm expecting this to be dated. And of course, you have the existing stuff, all the various paraphernalia, and of course, the bunch of Switch 1 material. But yeah, don't know how I missed that because obviously that's a fairly biggie for this year. Anyway, there we go.